Thank you, Grainne, and thank you to all the speakers. It's now formally launched, so therefore you now have to earn your keep and answer questions from the media who are here, and if they'd like to address their questions to any of the three speakers up there. Anybody wants to? Yes. Can we get a microphone? Is there a microphone there? Yeah. I think it's Michael Regan from the Irish Times.
Could I ask Grainne Healy, what form will the campaign take? Will there be door-to-door canvassing, or will it be, obviously in the media and all that, or will it be leaflet drops, or?
All of that, Michael. The shape of the campaign is really, has organically arrived because we have so many of these Yes Equality groups who have spontaneously started around the country. So our job now is to resource those groups with said leaflets. We have publications, we have information. And yes, it is our intention, and some groups are already out canvassing. They're in the shopping centres. They are using the Pledge to Vote initiative to ask people to have conversations about May 22nd. So we're asking people to, have you decided yet how you're going to vote? The idea of going out to where people are, knocking on doors, there is hoped there will be a bus campaign. So while a lot of it will be, I suppose, in the media, one of the things we're not interested in is engaging in what I would call ping-pong television debates. I have no interest at all in involving, I think they move no one. We're interested really in talking to people who are interested in having a conversation. So wherever those people are, that's where we will be. And as I say, we hope to be able to be resourced to do this nationwide at the most local level.
Are there any? Yes.
Thanks, Charlie. Pádraig Gallagher from Newstalk. Grainne, can I just ask you, you said this is a very civil society campaign, it's not about politicians. Political parties will be also going door to door. Is that important, or should they stay away and leave it to somebody like you?
No, I mean, one of the things that we are very pleased about is that over on our journey to where we are here today is that all of the political parties have spoken with their own members. They've all brought motions forward. They all have agreed party positions on this issue. So it is really important that the political parties are out talking to their people. They also have a machinery which is very useful in these situations. So we're very pleased. When I say this is a people's referendum, but what I mean is that this is about all of us, not leaving it to the politicians who will be out doing it, and they're very welcome to do that.
Hi, Gavin Riley from Today FM. A question for any of the three of you who want to take it. You might have heard the remarks this morning from the Bishop of Elphin, Kevin Doran, who commented, and I'm quoting here, that people in same-sex relationships may have children, but that's the difference. People who have children are not necessarily parents. This legislation that the government is introducing, the Children and Family Relationship Bill, seems focused about making it possible for people in various different relationships to have children. It's not about ensuring that children have their parents. I just wanted to ask any of you for your reactions to that.
Well, I mean, the churches are entitled to their view, and they're entitled to speak to their own flock. I think that Bishop's comments in that particular regard were quite unfortunate. But again, what we're talking about here is civil marriage. We're talking about our democratic constitution. We're not talking about religious marriage. We're asking people to put into our democratic constitution the right to civil marriage.
Are there any other questions from the media? Right, follow on, yeah, fine.
Well, not actually necessarily as a follow-on, but just the another issue that arises with this, that the government is currently drafting the marriage bill, which would give effect to the referendum if the referendum was carried. Are any of you in any way concerned about the possible anomaly that could arise there, where people who are homosexual or who want to enter a same-sex partnership would not only have the right to full civil marriage, but would also have right to a civil partnership as well, which is a right that heterosexual couples wouldn't have, and any of the legal minefields that could throw up?
Thank you for that, Gavin. Well, we haven't seen the final shape of that bill. As far as I'm aware, that's an issue of which the Minister is very well aware. And you're correct to say that that could create a legally anomalous situation. So I think we'll be very interested to see the actual content of the bill. I'm looking at the Taoiseach, who happens to be here this morning, incognito. But I believe that is going to be brought forward by the Minister later today, and then we'll all see.
Okay. Are the media all finished? Right. Okay. Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's just for me to say thank you very much to everybody for coming here. And as I said at the outset, this is an historic building, not only in Dublin but also in Ireland, and I do believe that a little bit of history has been made today, and hopefully it will be cemented on the 22nd of May. I just want to refer you to, I just picked this one thing up because to me it's all about this lady here, Mary Brady. I want all my children to have the opportunity to have a committed, caring relationship like I did. One last thing, I said I wasn't going to pick out any politician, and I'm not in a way. But for me, there was one light bulb moment, if I can use that as sort of a cliche recently. I was sitting at home listening to my radio. And I've spent over 20 years standing outside Leinster House watching many people go in and out. And I heard a very simple and a very moving interview with Pat Carey. And I just have to say it sort of moved me to tears, and I mean that. It was just brilliant. So thank you, Pat. And thank you to everybody who's come here today. And you know your message is you've got to now go out and do the hard work, because you have to convince not the yes people who are already on your side, but the don't knows who are still there. And that's your job to go and do it. Thank you very much.